Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel All in One. In this video, we are going to study the notes and question and answers of class 9 English, that is the Bold Peddler and Robin Hood. If you want the notes of other lesson or other subject, you can check my playlist of my channel. You can easily get from there. See one, read the poem silently and answer the following questions. First question, how was the peddler traveling? Answer, the peddler carried all his wares on his back and trudged across the Leo. Second one, who did the peddler meet on the road? Answer, the peddler met Robin Hood and his faithful follower Little John on the road. Third question, what did the peddler have in his pack? Answer, the peddler had several suits of bright green silk and two or three silken bow strings. Fourth question, what did Little John want from the peddler? Answer, Little John wanted half of the peddler's wares for himself. Fifth question, what did the peddler boldly claim? Answer, the peddler boldly claimed that nobody can ask or take half of his pack from him and said that if they could defeat him in a duel, they can take the entire lot. Sixth question, how did the peddler protect his pack? Answer, the peddler pulled off his pack and put it below his knee and stood guard over. Seventh question, why did Little John request the peddler to stop fighting? Answer, Little John and the peddler fought until both of them broke into sweat. Little John was not able to defeat the peddler, and as he became very tired, he asked the peddler to stop fighting. Eighth question, what challenge did Robin Hood put before Little John? Answer, Robin Hood challenged Little John, saying that he could defeat both the peddler and him. Ninth question, who won the second fight? Answer, the peddler won the second fight. Tenth question, what was the peddler's identity? Answer, the peddler was a gamble gold of the gay green woods. Robin Hood's mother's sister's son. He had fled from his country as he killed a man in his father's land and had run away to escape punishment. See to discuss the following questions in groups and answer. First question, who were Robin Hood and Little John? Why did they attack the peddler? Answer, Robin Hood and Little John were two troublesome men and used to loot the people traveling through the Nottingham forest. When they saw the peddler passing through carrying a huge bag of wares, they decided to attack and loot him. Second question, describe the struggle between question A, the peddler and Little John and the outcome. Answer. Little John very arrogantly collared the peddler for a fight. He drew out his sword and fought with the peddler, who too fought very bravely. They fought until sweat was pouring down, and Little John, great tired, he had to plead the peddler to stop fighting. Question B. The peddler and Robin Hood and the outcome. Answer. When Little John asked his master Robin Hood to fight the peddler, Robin Hood very arrogantly said that he could defeat both the peddler and Little John. Then, withdrawing his sword, he fought with the peddler till blood flowed from both of them in streams. Yet Robin Hood could not defeat the peddler and he requested him to stop fighting. Third question. Robin Hood calls the peddler his cousin. How is the fact revealed? Answer. Robin Hood asked the peddler his name and who he is. The peddler replies that he is Gamble Gold from the Green Woods, who had fled from his country for killing a man. Then Robin Hood realizes that the peddler is his mother's sister's son. Hence, the fact of being his cousin is revealed. Fourth question. Little John and Robin Hood lost to the peddler. Yet the ballad ends on a happy note. Give reasons. Answer. Though Little John and Robin Hood lost to the peddler, they do not get angry but admire and respect him for his skills and bravery. Later, Robin Hood comes to know that the peddler is his cousin. Therefore, they stop fighting and join together merrily and go to the tavern to drink and eat. Robin Hood and Little John respect the peddler for his bravery. Next, C3. Answer the following questions. First question. Little John and Robin Hood are chivalrous men. How do they take their defeat? Was it right to do so? Why? Answer. Little John and Robin Hood are very brave men who are sure of their strength. So they challenge the peddler for a duel. Both of them get defeated by the peddler in turns. Instead of getting upset, they admire the peddler for his prose. This shows their chivalrous nature. It is the right thing to do because a person who is braver and stronger deserves to be respected and appreciated. That is the characteristics of a chivalrous person. Second question. If Robin Hood and Little John had not shown humility, how do you think the ballad would have ended? Answer. If Robin Hood and Little John had not shown humility at their defeat, they would have been completely defeated by the peddler or maybe even killed. Instead of merry friendship and a happy ending, the ballad would have ended in a tragedy with either the defeat or death of Robin Hood and Little John. Third question. The peddler stands for integrity. Do you agree with this view? Justify your answer. Answer. Yes, I do agree with this. The peddler does not get scared seeing Robin Hood and Little John and does not give up his vase when they demand. Instead, he challenges them to a duel. He does not accept defeat there also but fights and overpowers them. When he is asked to reveal his identity, he tells them the true story. He says that he is from Green Woods and he was forced to flee because he had killed a man who had ventured into his father's land. This reveals that he is ready to do anything to safeguard his family. This reveals that he stands for integrity. So, this is all about your class 9 English, that is the Bold Peddler and Robin Hood. As I told you, if you want more lesson, check the playlist of my channel. Thank you.